The last thing that I'll say about like just the gap of everything, you could do something along the lines of this team every year gets really, really close. This magical team that they put together and they never get to the World Series. And this is like, oh, maybe this is the last season where this kind of team can maybe pull it off, but people aren't really kind of hopeful. We traded away Willie Mays Hayes, like we did this, that, and then it would justify why they all look older. And it's also kind of foreshadowing Cleveland sports in general, because, little do they know that once like 95 comes around, which is the year right after this movie comes out, the Indians get their magical 90s lineup. And then for, from 95 to 99 or even into the 2000s and stuff, but like those 2 World Series runs that they didn't get. So it could have been a really kind of a sequel that foreshadowed what was to come even within that sports organization, but also led the way of how you could do a sports sequel by thinking about the other challenges that come with playing the game besides the first season of the Misfits, and all that kind of stuff. And then the last thing of this is when Charlie Sheen comes back into the game to get the final out once again. He purposely loads the bases so he can face off against the villain of the movie. And we have already kind of set up that Vaughn has lost his fastball. So he's trying all these new pitches. And throughout the season, there's some success, mostly not a lot of success. And this is the time where he's like, screw that. I'm going to throw my fastballs. So the first pitch is a fastball. It gets by the bad guy. The second one, he fouls off. And you would expect in a movie that's going to finish its thing that he's going to gas it up, say, I'm about to throw another fastball. Very similar to what Jake did in the first one. And then he throws his pitch, the pitch that he wanted to like succeed at. But instead, I looked at you after he missed. I was like, what was it? And you're like, oh, it's just another fastball. And I was like, well, what are we doing? What's going on?
What are we doing? What's going on?